Hey guys, welcome to the Christmas version of Seller Sessions. First thing first, I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I hope you all had a great Q4, but don't forget the Chinese New Year is just around the corner. So today I just want to go over some predictions, have a little bit of fun here for 2018. So first prediction, external traffic. I predicted this personally last year, and I've done a lot more of this, and basically sending external traffic to Amazon, to our listings, or to landing pages. So to give you an example, one of the key aspects for me last year was 90% off discounts using Facebook ads, sending them to landing pages, capturing information, and then sending on to Amazon. So this has been very beneficial for us. Obviously, it's reduced costs elsewhere in terms of PPC, and it's obviously helped gained us visibility for products. My second prediction is going to be around verified reviews. I think it's going to be a bit tougher next year for review manipulation by people doing it using black hat techniques. I won't say it's going to be impossible, but I think you're going to get a lot more suspensions here. There's going to be a lot less opportunity for unverified reviews to stick. I think Amazon's going to bring in something like an unverified to verified review ratio of some kind, so it stops having too many unverified reviews. So I think you've seen sometimes that some of your competitors may be getting 200, 300 reviews in a month. On the flip side of that as well, I think there's going to be a bit of protection for sellers that are having their competition coming in and leaving positive reviews, but saying that they got this for free in exchange for a review. I also think that in terms of suspensions, coming on to the third point, there will be more tools for sellers to make the process easier. So, we've been in that situation where you get shot in the face first and questions are asked later. I think that will be a situation which will be a bit clearer, a bit more clarity in the new year. It won't be perfect. I don't think it's scalable. Some of the people that I interviewed last year, there's going to be more tools available. Next one is PPC. We all love PPC, but I can see that getting more and more expensive. There'll be less ad slots, which goes back to the external traffic. We're going to still carry on seeing silly bidding, but I think that where Amazon will refine the algorithm a lot more in terms of relevance, which will improve targeting, that will shake a few things down and make it a little bit more simplified. But I still think is that there's going to be a lot of people going after the same slots. I can't see Amazon introducing any click-through tools for helping sellers on a scale. We've seen it happen with AdWords, and that took a few years to develop. I think a lot with these kind of platforms, scalability is quite difficult. That's why AdWords was a key component for Google back in the day, because they had kind of a land grab there before the likes of Bing and everyone else started to catch up. Development of products, I think we're going to get to a stage where more and more people are going to look for protection. Therefore, with the modifications they're going to make to products, they're going to look to file patents as well. I can't see, everyone just jumping from modifications into developing full range of products. In some cases, people will. They've had experience, but a lot of sellers may not have those experience. But I think you're going to get to see that where development of products with patents is going to be more and more point. I think trademarks are critical because with brand registry and the future release of all their tools. So if you're not in the brand registry program, you're not going to take advantage of all these tools. And of course, this gives you a higher level of protection against hijackers. My last point here, which will probably be a bit of a contentious issue here, is selling off Amazon. I've seen no data that supports this in any way, shape or form. You hear the odd success story, but I think if we're realistic, selling off Amazon, as much as we all want to do it, I know lots of people that have gone and set up Shopify stores and just not made it work. They didn't realize the level of work involved. What we've got to put into consideration, yes, we want to own our own customers. Yes, we want to avoid issues with suspension and protect our money, etc., and deal with the elements of being an Amazon seller and having some more protection in place. So totally agree with that. But I think where the biggest thing where people fall over is that if they've never sold off of Amazon, say they started their career on Amazon, you've got all the traffic piped through to you, logistics and everything sorted. All you've got to do is find a product, which is not easy, but find a good product and create visibility. They're the two key components. But when you run your own commerce website, you've got to take into consideration, you've got to generate traffic, you've got to build content in terms of getting the eyeballs to your website. So put in perspective is if you've started and sourced a product on Amazon, let's just say you've sourced a spatula. Now, a spatula is sold on Amazon. A spatula, you wouldn't buy, say, 10 or 12 of those a year unless you've got some sort of super duper spatula. People are not necessarily going to come to your website to find that. And at the beginning of that, you've got to create some visibility. So let's just say an Amazon listing can convert anywhere from 6% up to 25% in a lot of cases, depending on your categories. But if you run your own commerce website, you're looking at a good end is 2%. So in order to sell, 10 units a day, is it? You need 500 unique visitors to your website per day. Now that might sound easy, but it's not. I can assure you. Some people obviously get lucky, but it might take you a year to build that up. So what you've got to weigh up is that I heard someone having a conversation about this from another company, and they've dealt with over 5,000 brands, and it was quite interesting because what they'd said is that they've got no data or no proof that any of their customers or clientele have made it successful selling off Amazon, meaning is that the amount of resources, time and effort they utilized going off of Amazon, they actually took the eye off the ball of running their products on Amazon. And the way that they see it is that you're probably better off launching another product, but obviously that doesn't protect you. So I'm not putting people off from selling off of Amazon. But what I would say to people is, look, if you've created your own unique product, it's not available on Amazon, or if it is, it's cheaper on your website. You've created the visibility, you've got PPC skills, you've got a budget and everything else, then of course, go for it. But then what you've got to look at is if you are running your Amazon business and you've built a really good business, you've got to be careful taking your eye off the ball to go and get, it goes back to the 80-20 rule. Let's just say you turn over 100 grand a month, for instance. You might make 20 grand a month from your Shopify site. However, it might take you 2 years to get there, and you might spend 100 grand getting there. Maybe less, maybe a bit more, but always take that into consideration. So I still can't see a roadmap for everyone globally to go, yes, I'm going to start taking what I've sourced to sell on Amazon to sell off of Amazon. Again, thank you so much for your time. I hope you have an amazing Christmas, and good luck in 2018.